Titties, big ass motherfucking titties.
Hey, once again,
That's how everybody feeling with their quarantine day now.
it's your dope ass friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure and a treat when players meet. I know you under quarantine, but we gonna do our thing.
So you're sitting there looking.
Tumbleweeds is going down the streets. Bitches on live showing cheeks.
Put your pussy lips on live. I give you $1,000 right now.
$1,000.
Put your pussy lips on live. I give you $1,000 right now. A wise man once said, "Put your pussy lips on live. I give you $1,000 right now."
Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's hoeing, showing. Everybody's challenging. Everybody's TikToking. It's either OnlyFans, TikTok, or IG Live.
Shit, boring.
I'm so tired of challenges. I'm tired of all these fucking challenges.
The Weed Man phone is blowing up.
An essential service.
Y'all niggas is trying to figure out how to homeschool these kids. Y'all doing math problems y'all ain't did in years. Niggas is realizing they don't like their partners, their children. Realizing they need a new job.
Nah, I think they realized they didn't like their partners a long time ago.
It's a different thing when you can't go nowhere and that nigga can't go nowhere or she can't go nowhere
It's right,
or they can't go nowhere. Whoever the fuck you live with when your kids is at home and you got to realize you be sitting at home like, I don't even fuck with my 17-year-old. I can't wait for that bitch to graduate. Can't fuck with her. You like, she got to get the fuck out. I'm waiting, Daddy Princess. Shit. Huh. You got to go. Them was my Cheerios.
I don't even fuck with my 17-year-old.
Hey, look, because you be in the house, you can't go grocery shopping and shit. Because look, you quarantine now, so now everybody just in the house all the time. The kids are not going to school. Everybody's just eating all day. Like you sitting in the house snacking. It's not like you get to leave, eat outside. See, when you on your regular schedule, you probably eat in the house maybe once a day.
True.
But now under this quarantine, niggas is here. You got to cook a meal. The kids is coming in like, where breakfast at? You like breakfast? Breakfast? You cook breakfast in 95. What the fuck you doing here? Get your ass out my room.
Yep.
Like this shit is getting real. Niggas is realizing they like my cholesterol gonna be fucked up because this little bitch ate all her Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And it's my honey nuts. Mama gonna give me my honey nuts.
Nah, people can't be. Nah, that's
Ooh,
crazy.
bro, don't. Hey, look.
I mean, I wouldn't say everybody, but fuck it. There's definitely people like.
Why do you think people had
like
look?
that motherfucker for real?
You understand something? Why do you think people had that panic about getting to the grocery store? Because the niggas ain't want to be locked in their house with their family with no food.
Yeah, okay.
Because you got to look at it. Niggas ain't just buy water.
Nah, they bought everything.
Niggas bought everything.
Yeah, they bought everything.
Everything, shit they don't even normally buy. I was just in there buying shit. I bought some pretzels, like the ones you could literally put in the...
Like a normal day, though.
Nah, like not the pretzels in a bag. I bought the shit that's in the freezer that you could put in the oven. That's like a real movie.
Oh, you bought the good shit.
Yeah, like because I knew, I'm like, ain't gonna be no movie theaters, ain't gonna be no shit. I bought shit for my life. Like everything I do, how we go to brunch, I bought all that shit. I bought everything for my life in my house. I gotta think that everybody else did the same thing.
Yeah, right. You giving them too much credit. People did not buy shit.
You bought shit to be comfortable. When you buy shit to be comfortable, you start to realize all the shit that you like in your life.
Yeah.
You start to be in a grocery store like, damn, I gotta get some trail mix like that shit they got at work. They got that shit at work with the cranberries in it. Like you start to realize how much shit you consume.
Yeah, throughout the day.
You gonna be like, ooh, I know I'm gonna want Chipotle, so I gotta get some type of Mexican something.
No, I
then you be like, ooh, I gotta get some chicken because that one day I'm gonna want.
We definitely did buy like.
Yeah, you buy for
stuff.
what? Yeah,
like more stuff that I knew I couldn't get access to.
Well, I'm saying like, okay, you got people like y'all that knows this, and then you got people like.
I mean, there's
everybody
people.
Like,
everybody bought food. No, stupid people. The stupid people are people that overbought. Stupid people are people that overbought.
Yeah,
that's not stupid. Like that's I mean, that's stupid in the sense that you didn't underbuy, but people understand. Like, nigga, fuck around and let it be one of something in your house, and all of y'all like it. Like, not even that. It's 5 people in your house. Let it fuck around and be 3 of something y'all like. You already know your mom and daddy gonna get one. That last one, boy, y'all 3 finna go to war for it. Think about that.
Nah, not in my house.
Shit.
Not in my house. I honestly, I don't really be caring that much.
Yeah, you don't care till it's one or something.
I don't really.
That's why I said you gotta wait till something everybody like. Like when you niggas got them family
bag
foods.
Of chips. If you got a bag of chips, yeah, okay, then we gonna have to go and fight.
Niggas got them family foods,
that
bro.
one.
Stop that. It's them family foods in the house.
If you want that last hamburger,
look, let me tell you something. It's 3 bags of chips on my fridge. Look, it's 3 bags of chips on my microwave at home right now, right? It's 3 bags of chips.
Okay.
Them 3 bags of chips have been there for like a couple weeks.
Oh damn.
Couple weeks.
I would say months. I thought
No,
I know
not
y'all
months.
eat.
Like, but they still good. They still good. That's why I say like you can still eat them. But look though,
my nigga.
look, it's 3 of them.
I'ma fuck with
It's 3 of them, but it's only 3 of us in the house. So right now, don't nobody want one. The fucking moment that somebody just on an off day eats one of those bags of chips, and it's only like 2, I guarantee that be the day, nigga. Everybody in my house gonna want one.
I just imagine y'all like some stupid sitcom shit, like battle axes, Stink come out with a motherfucking spear. Like,
And that's what I was gonna say. Like
chips,
the
nigga.
day, like on those days, it's only one way to sell it, and it's just Hunger Games. Like somebody's got to die for this bag of Fritos, and if you're not willing to die for this bag of Fritos, 5-year-old, then I advise you to get out of here.
Oh yeah, it's Fight Club in the house.
Yeah, we go through the kitchens, you pick your weapon, and we go to war with it.
Yeah. Did you just?
We
have
done
a
that.
moment?
Bro, I had a whole fucking moment.
Hey, look,
This day.
Verge.
Okay, I just we'll wait.
Verge
on it,
is
but Verge,
high on shrooms right now,
This
guys. Let me
nigga.
just put that out there. Verge is high on shrooms, and dude,
Why
everybody
you-
got water except for me. I
But
got
why
Hennessy
you
and
staring
Cottonmouth
at
now.
yourself like you don't know what you look like? He look like
nah,
it's a
I
whole
always
new nigga
do
in the
this. I don't
screen.
know why. I like to look at myself in the mirror.
Dope. Dope.
I like look at. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
dope.
Like any girl I date, I be thinking in my head like, "Why I'm with this bitch? Like she can't fuck with me. Like I gotta be with like a real like goddess. Like this bitch is regular. She feel my needs, get my nut out the way, but that's about it, bitch. That's all you here for. Really, just get a regular love.
Verge has the worst God complex ever. Like his God complex is intense, yo.
Yeah.
Like I was telling this nigga, you are
That
definitely a
nigga
megalomaniac.
Verge-
That nigga just went on a random tangent. He said I need a goddess. You get my nut off, but I need a goddess.
I do. I need some
kind
like,
of
I
Rush
feel like-
Limbaugh ass rant you be going on,
Nigga
bro.
Verge just said every woman I've ever come in contact with was a
They be cool.
peasant.
They be cool. They be fun. For
Where-
the moment, they be fun for the moment.
Hey, look.
Where is he right now? I'm your conscience.
I'm your conscience. They are looking at me. I know they are. I am your conscience. Oh, I can't wait for this video to be posted. I'm sorry, I know we just keep laughing at Verge. I have to be. When this video get posted, y'all definitely understand why we just
I'm
keep
looking
laughing at
at
this man.
myself
Because he just
in
keeps
the
looking.
camera.
Verge was here. He was like, man, I hate that
I
we
see
said
that
that.
nigga.
He was like, I hate that we setting up visuals.
That nigga look like him.
Nah, I never said. I said I hate.
Yeah, you was like,
I
Yes.
really didn't remember saying hate. I did.
You was putting it. You put it.
you was like, because
there.
they could see me.
I hate
And then
that
he
they
was
can
like,
see
then you
me.
said they could see my
I
thoughts.
might be lying. Okay.
You
That
said they
part.
could see your
Say, like,
thoughts.
you just said they could.
And I don't
I mean,
mind
I
you seeing my
got.
face 'cause I feel like I'm about to shit on motherfuckers, but like, like this is my. Honestly, I don't even
I
feel
don't
like
like
you
the
need
camera.
To
They
even,
can see
like,
my thoughts.
You know what I like? You know what I like about the world? You know what I really like about the world? You don't gotta be smart out here. You
That
gotta
is.
look good. When you look good, you get where we're
DC, you walked in like you had the COVID. You look like you got the COVID.
I'm saying this nigga like you walked in.
Why
like
your
you
eyes
mad.
look so heavy?
He slid in. That
Your
was-
eyes look heavy.
Nigga like you about to kill a couple niggas.
I'm like somebody grandmama. Your eyes look heavy. Right here, bro, because the camera already.
Oh man.
Some marijuana.
That's
Some
what it-
marijuana.
That's what it is.
You here for some damn marijuana?
It kills the COVID.
No, you know me. You know me. Gas man. Gas man. Gas man. Yeah, that's me. Be here with it.
Was you playing 18 holes?
You went to the driving range?
No, I was at work.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So I had to go to the. Doesn't normally come here after office, so I have to protect myself from the elements.
You lie so intensely. Like when you lie, like, let me tell you when you lie. You get so like you go to a mummer when you lie. And you never say real words. It just ends with like a sentence made of words of all consonants. There's no vowels.
Sounds about right.
You
Well,
like
it's
nah.
not
You
even
know.
a lie.
You be like nah. I was at work. You know. I was at work.
he said he tell
Like
a
why
lie.
do you talk? Why you just turn into Shaq when you
He
lie?
said he turned into a smooth boomhauer.
Like yeah. Just be
The
like
thing is,
he-
it's never a lie. That's just how I talk normally.
he be like nah. You know I was at work because I had when was the man with dang with green onions. What the fuck? What? The fuck does that mean, DC?
But do you want something? It's-
Whoa, some.
That's a good tactic. Confuse
Nah,
them
we
straight to death.
were talking about how people are reacting to being in the homes with their families.
They stupid. They just stupid. They all
hate
stupid.
it.
Nah.
People realizing how much they don't fuck with their family.
Nah, man. How you not
Or
know this before you
themselves.
married this crazy bitch? Like, you telling me you've been with her your whole life. You never.
Because you
realized
have
it was
distractions. You have
Yeah,
distractions.
you're not really
you
with
have little
them.
things in your life that you don't even know provide you so much happiness that they get you through other things in your life. That's what niggas don't fail to realize. He on mushrooms right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm
He
saying.
on shrooms.
Oh yeah, you wild.
No, I know. I'm hearing what you're saying, but
No,
it's like.
yeah, I'm talking about because he's like he looking at your face.
I know that part, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about what you saying is.
No, bro, dead ass.
No,
Dead ass.
I know.
It's like
because
you didn't even realize how much you enjoy driving to work.
No, I don't enjoy that shit at all.
That's just an example. It may be something that you
really
may
not
not
about
have enjoyed. Like you may not have realized. Like, damn, I really miss. Damn, I really miss that.
I really miss a reason to get away.
That's fucking crazy. Nigga, you should never. You don't love this bitch and leave this bitch. Like, leave the bitch. It ain't that hard.
I mean,
But this
But
is
you
what I'm
need
trying to
to
get
be
you to
because-
understand. No. Niggas have distractions, bro. Niggas can usually go to the bar, go to their homie house and play the game, go to work, get home like in time to eat dinner, probably
And
take a
now that
shower.
you know the truth about this girl, leave her.
Where you gonna leave and go to? We
I
under
don't even
quarantine,
know if
nigga.
it's- I'm not even sure if it's
You
like,
gotta
know
deal
the
with it for the
truth.
time being.
Hey, I don't
It
know
may
if
not
it's
be a
like,
new
yeah, it's not
discovery.
know the
No.
truth. It's
It
just
definitely may
like,
not be a new discovery. This may be
Nah,
something
they
they
gonna, cause
already
as
knew.
soon as this shit over with, they gonna be like, oh, I can go back to the bar.
I
and
mean,
shit.
even if it's
And forget
the
about
love of
bitch.
your life, like to just be locked stock with a motherfucker like for a longer period than you're used to is still an adjustment. Like if I'm used to having whatever your me time, your thing is, you like he said, you take a drive to work, you go hang out with your homies, but all this time that you have allotted here and there is now just locked.
That's
with
crazy.
One individual back to back.
Me and my lady was just talking about this. Like, it's one of them things where I feel like if you don't provide your partner the space to get their shit off, then you
It's
gonna be fucked.
It's gonna boil over.
Like as
Sure.
much, ladies, you ready? I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret.
Come closer.
Come closer, real quick. Your man is not gonna want you to hear this, so don't let him turn this off. No matter how much you fuck your man, no matter how good you fuck your man, he still jacks off. Drop the no. We got bombs, nigga. Drop them. Don't we got a bomb or a hand clap or
Oh, you got the
something?
clue? Got the clue bomb?
I don't know. Get some
No.
hand claps or something, nigga. It's something.
No, we should add the bomb.
Yeah, I got the audio pack for it. I'll put that in there. I need to fix my computer too. I need to use your computer real quick. But this is what I'm saying. Like literally, I'm gonna jack off in my house. You walk in, you just walked in. This dick's getting jacked.
Yeah.
I'm not. This dick's gonna get jacked.
You shouldn't have to creep for a spot to just like some dudes in some family. They gotta find. I gotta do it in the shower because I don't want her to know that I said no. You should have enough freedom in your house.
Look,
to be like,
man,
look, this
look,
me time.
Look,
Yeah, just
This
I
this
like
me
that.
time. You stay.
look,
in the
I
living
advise you
room.
motherfuckers when you come to my house, bring them little papers that you sit on the public toilet seats with. So I jack off anywhere in my house. My kid ain't home. I'm jacking off anywhere in this motherfucker.
I think.
With my dick, I'm putting my ass cheeks on whatever in this
I was-
motherfucker that
I was about
I
to
own.
say, I think any
And I'm trying-
of our households,
I dislocate a shoulder.
you have sat naked anywhere in your
I
house.
get this. What?
If you point to a spot, my ass
I don't
cheeks
give a
have
fuck.
probably been there.
Be jacking off in the living room with the door open. A man woman that came one time. I'm like, hey, you look in here. Hey, what you looking in? Hey, what you doing? Hey,
Leave it by the door. Just leave it by the door. I'll get it.
it's Amazon. Hey, you about to see the jungle?
I heard you.
Hey,
Leave it by the door. Goddamn it.
you gonna see a snake in this Amazon? Hey,
Yeah.
what you
Tired of
doing?
These motherfucking snakes.
You don't even move. You just be yelling. Hey, all right. That's the I got my dick out voice. Like any nigga,
Hey.
any nigga.
I would like to have that.
If you
poll.
walk in the room and you just hear nigga go, hey, that means that dick is
Yeah.
out. It's some dick out.
Yeah.
It's some dick out.
Damn,
Nigga, just, hey.
that is really the dick out.
That's the I got my dick out voice.
Don't come in here.
That's the final form. Because when you a kid, I think that
Not
makes
before a
difference. When you're
man. That's why I
teenager,
say any man.
Yeah, when you,
Any man. Like
That's
somebody
me right
walking
now.
on you when you like still staying with your mama, you're a teenager, like, Mom, no. It's your voice is completely different.
no, you say wait. Like you be like, wait, I'm in here, like
I'm
or something like
busy,
that.
I'm busy.
But when you a grown ass man, like the other day I was at work. I've been working from other day I was at work. The other day I was working from home. And so I had to be on a phone call, but not on a phone call, but I had to be on the phone line. Like I had a call getting ready to come.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew it was coming at a certain time, and I'm like, damn, once I get on this call, I can't pee. And all of a sudden, right before the call hit, I had to go pee. So I ran to the bathroom. But we go to the bathroom, and it's like you push the door, but the door don't close.
Mm-hmm.
And so the door came back open. And so my son was coming in to use the bathroom, but I could like hear, I got them dad senses, so you can hear little feet moving.
Hilarious.
I'm like, them ain't grown people feet. Them ain't my lady. Like them, that's my. So I hear him coming down the hallway, get closer to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, she coming. I'm like, hey. He just front like, you just hear him stop dead in his tracks. You ever hear somebody stop and like, we got hardwood floors in our house, so you can hear the difference between somebody just stopping and when somebody do like. That nigga hit a boot.
He hit a hard stop.
That's funny.
That nigga turned back around, huh?
Like, nah, he just stood there. He ain't move.
I didn't move. I'd have fucking said fuck.
Nigga, I flushed the toilet and washed my hands. I came out. He was still in the hallway. He's like, Daddy, am I in trouble?
That's fear.
Yes.
That my dick out his voice is the same I'll beat your ass voice. He did.
Nigga, what you mean? That's the
I
same
don't know which
thing.
one it is.
What? That's the same thing as, that's like high alert voice. That's a dad. I don't know if it's a grown ass. It's a responsibility. If you're a man with any level of responsibility, anybody that you feel a responsibility to or for, whether it's niece, nephew, godchild, goddaughter, whatever it is, like you have that voice.
Of course.
That's at the parks. That's when they get to running too fast. Once you start once you care about a child enough, you get that. You get two things as a man. First two things you get that voice, and you get your senses. You get your dad senses. Once you care about a kid enough, you get them automatically. It's like for mothers, like how you be seeing mothers be like, oh, a baby got hit by a car, and they be like, a mom just went and lifted up a Toyota Sentra or some shit, like a Nissan Sentra. You like, how the fuck did that happen? It's just like mom.
It's that instinct. Kicks
Yeah,
in,
that shit get
endorphins.
yeah, all that
get
shit get to going. But them the two things you get. So
I'm still stuck on like the previous topic of like grown women being really bothered that they niggas jack off.
They don't feel like they sexy now.
I'm sorry, like nigga, that go both ways. I know some niggas that be crushed when they find out that they women watch porn, and
that's crazy.
I don't understand.
Why would they be?
I would be confused as to why.
Because in your head, you trying to in your head, you know what happens?
Oh, you didn't do your shit,
huh?
You didn't do your shit.
No, not that. I'm not saying like right after. Like if a nigga come home. Bro,
oh, no,
that's the
like
same
right
point like the
after,
Kevin
like
Hart
sex,
joke. Not
yeah.
right after. I'm just talking about like that's the point of the Kevin Hart joke where your girl leave you like, I'm gonna beat my dick. I'm gonna get it. Because 9 times out of 10, why like people feel like you're about to watch something that you can't do with me or that you fantasize about that's outside of me or that I can't satisfy for you.
You know what I'm about to say.
And sometimes what
I'm
people
high too. It's like I don't have that problem. I don't be having that problem. Nah, I be knocking my bitches out the park.
Amazing. This is so good.
all right.
Knocking my bitches out the park, like bitch behind.
Them
But
bitches-
do you knock them out the park the same way
no,
that happens in the videos that you watch?
no, it's not that.
Nah,
No, what
it's
I'm
way
saying
better.
is
It's way better.
Oh, it's
No,
I fuck
what
every
I-
girl with passion. So every time I
to
fuck
you. Shorty,
Right.
Shorty might not even get all the way to the house. She might get in the car and have to play with her pussy at the fuck with
No.
you.
That's how I know, right?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like hopping into a female just like that. I'm a real lover. You feel me?
Okay.
Let my bitch marinate about 3 weeks. If I could just walk up to you and you get wet, imagine what I'm gonna do when I get inside. I don't gotta do shit. You already wet? Oh, I just touched you. You wet?
You do know vagina's designed to be that way, right?
No. Yeah, no, but I know that.
You gotta let him finish.
I know that part. I know that.
DC, you've been here for a few episodes.
I know.
You gotta let me
let him finish
I know
because
they
the stupidity is in the entirety.
No. Look, think about it.
Sorry,
You have the floor, my guy.
Think
Please
about
finish.
it. You're with a girl. If a girl really like you, you can do whatever. She's gonna get wet. Of course, that's what she's supposed to, if she likes you. So what I'm saying is, I don't have to do too much. But since I'm me, I'm gonna do the extras regardless. And I knock all my bitches out the park because I'm fucking great.
This nigga is
I love this nigga so much.
I'm like, God
bruh,
damn,
you
I
cannot.
love this shit. I don't want to act like this more often.
out the park.
Fucking murder that pussy. I'm like, God damn, bitch, you think you supposed to be with me?
Birds be like, I brought the dick.
Bitch, you supposed to be with another nigga. I'm just fucking you right now. Like, come on, man.
I'm still tripping off the old school.
Hey, you gotta knock this bitch out the park.
Bitch, you ain't know
Bird said, yeah.
Pretty Ricky what they call me.
Be amazed. That do be amazed. That be like, this shit crazy.
What?
I just be like, bitch. I like you for right now.
I don't even know where we at no more. It was.
I'm
We were
it.
talking
So.
about women being upset at their men masturbating.
I mean, well,
Just
now,
partners being upset. At
But he
people.
was making the point that they may feel a certain insecurity because you're looking at something that you can't do with them, and then that let us.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me knocking my bitches out the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, very
Because I'm
big-
not
Well,
my
to
bitches out the park.
that, I feel like
to you,
Yeah,
you be
right.
that
I don't
way.
know.
Nah, not to them two. I knock. Well, maybe not to y'all. I mean, y'all are not there, but to them, I knock the bitches out the park.
I hope so,
knock
man.
How do you know that?
What
I
about
just
what about to
know.
them?
I
Do,
just
do they
know.
think you
Like,
knocked
do you,
it out
do
the
you do a
park?
survey afterwards? Like,
Nah,
do you see these
I
bitches?
just like rather than
Did I
start-
knock it out the park?
Yeah.
Check.
Nah,
One, two.
nothing. I don't do nothing. I just, I chill. They grab a nigga
Do you
feet.
fuck them again?
Nah, they just grab a nigga feet. Start rubbing my shit down. Like, she got the picture.
What?
They grab
Like,
your feet?
Yeah, they grab my feet.
They grab
I
my
fuck you-
feet.
They grab your
fucked
feet?
you so good that you worship me now. Like, that's how it should be.
Oh,
Birds.
yo,
No,
I'll be
I
good.
need you
thought
to
it's-
text
Yeah.
2 women.
That
That could
have
attest
rubbed
to
your
this.
feet?
Right now.
Well, everybody I don't fuck with, I just deleted them.
Wait.
I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with
2
them.
women that you fuck with right now that could say the first time we or at some point that
I
we fucked.
deleted them.
No. There's somebody that is 2.
You
You
can-
got
you
2
can
chicks
reach
on your
out to
current
somebody.
roster right now.
You know somebody Instagram or their Facebook.
You not hear what I just said? In the beginning of my story, I said I'm a fucking lover. I gotta take my time when I'm fucking my bitches. Like, you motherfuckers is... I'm like a Rick James type nigga. I really take my time loving my bitches.
You be
like,
kidnapping bitches and like
Nah,
fucking them for
nah.
2 weeks.
Clone them
Nah.
upside the
You
head.
smoke crack?
What?
Nah, it's
I'm a
just
Rick
that
James type nigga.
I get more pleasure in taking my time than most people get in fucking
What
10
does
bitches.
that have to do with Rick
That
James?
nigga very. I was cold
gotta
as
really-
ice.
Long ago.
No, you gotta really like listen to. Never mind. It's a whole thing. I
we
gotta
listening
go
to
into.
you. We listening
Bro,
to
we
you.
got a whole
Trust
show.
me.
Why you saying never mind? We got a whole show
Really
explaining.
do,
Right.
because
Put
I'm
niggas
so
up on
like
game,
getting
bro.
into-
Niggas give you game all the time. Why you can't put us up on some shit?
Okay, right. So, even though I don't love the bitch, I fuck them like I love them.
Okay.
I make them feel what they want to feel.
Right.
I'm not lying to them.
Never do that.
I'm a passionate person, so I do what you like. I'm giving you. You feel it. You're gonna get that energy.
Right.
What I'm saying is, I can't do it for multiple bitches because it's gonna drive me fucking crazy.
Mm.
And that one girl is already a lot.
Got you.
I just
Got
need.
you.
I need time. Okay, like I'm not trying to do it for 10 bitches. I don't give a fuck about you 10 bitches. This one bitch right now about to get this work,
Okay.
and the rest of you 9 other bitches probably ain't shit.
But do you line them up and keep them like you got a next coming up? Like
No.
So it's just organic. You just find them.
I'm just gonna really pleasure you to death.
Okay.
To death.
Yeah, because this is what it's about to be. This is my shit too. I'm just playing the shit. You don't hear this,
Bro.
nigga?
You in the middle of giving some
Okay.
bars right now. I get you, but
I just wanted to set the mood for
I
you.
forgot what the fuck I was.
no. You were saying that you fuck these bitches to death, and you can only do it to one bitch at a time, and these other 9 bitches got to sit there
Nah,
and wait.
because I'm not gonna,
Exactly.
Because you know why? Okay, that's why. Well, you know why? Because the other 9 bitches, I'm not gonna fuck the same. I'm just gonna like fuck.
But is that going? And then that's gonna take
I
away
mean,
from the
I
number
don't-
one chick.
No, I like to see. I'm not into just getting my nut. I like seeing the girl I'm talking to get everything. Everything.
Got you.
And me doing to 9 other bitches is not gonna happen. It's just gonna be like, you bitches is here. It don't make my dick hard.
So when you talk about knocking it out the park, you talking about the main girl that you're talking to, not the other 9 bitches.
No, I don't give a fuck about them. 'Cause
Okay.
honestly, when I talk to one girl, I'm cutting everybody off.
Okay.
Like,
Gotcha.
bitch, we in a bubble right now.
Oh, the bubble. I know about that bubble.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about really too much
The
anything.
real pimping had. Look, that's. Let me tell you something. That's level 4 pimping.
I
Have you ever read Pimp by Iceberg Slim?
Nah.
See, that's where you fucking up at. That's level 4 pimping. Keep going. You don't even know how deep your pimping runs. You just talked about when you read the book, you'll understand.
Are we in the bubble? And all I
Wait, have you seen Pimps Up Hoes Down?
They had like a list of people. Had like IC
Ah,
on
your
there.
pimp- yeah.
Had
Have you seen
IC,
it?
had IC,
Yeah.
I seen it.
Have you seen American Pimp?
Nah, I don't think.
Ah, your pimp hand not strong. It's flimsy in the wrist. But keep going though. Keep going.
But now, what I was fucking supposed to say.
No. You was talking
In
about
the
yeah.
bubble, okay,
in the bubble with these bitches.
So
yeah.
in the bubble, like it's like an option for me now.
Right.
It's like 2. It's like I could take advantage of this bitch and just run through this bitch,
Okay.
or I could treat her right.
As you should.
And I usually go with the right.
As you should,
'Cause
because it's
my
always a
mama
pleasure to
raised-
treat when players meet.
Yeah, my mama taught me you always treat a lady right. So I always
Absolutely.
go, okay. I'm
And she
treating
always
right.
a lady as long as she dealing with you right.
No, that's not true.
Whoa.
Because you could be deceitful. I don't fucking know. I kind of do know.
But
I would know. I would know.
She can't deceive you though.
No, she can't.
So I mean, there's
right.
no need to even worry about that case.
You right. And I fucking know, bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna treat you
So
right.
she always a lady as long as she dealing with you. We gotta establish that first.
Yeah.
Okay, then cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't trying to be that type of person you just named earlier.
Well, I'm sorry. One more time.
The person you named, like I wasn't trying to be that type.
Oh, you ain't trying to be on no pimping shit.
I wasn't trying to be no godly person.
Oh, a megalomaniac.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to be like that, but now I'm lying. I am like that. So,
Okay.
So it's cool.
Okay.
But I go right, and I treat them good. Like I treat them how you should. I could have went to the other side and just completely used this bitch till she hit the ground and kicked it to the side. It's simple. It's not that hard. It's easy for me to tap into that mode.
But see, this is my
But you
thing.
didn't do that.
But why you get rid of them so quick?
And delete them.
I get bored.
Mm.
Okay.
I just get bored. They're not what I'm looking for. They don't got. They're not fun. We don't even have that conversation to where for how you said with your girl.
So
4
how
or
did you
5
get all this
hours.
passion? How did you get all this passion built up?
I'm naturally just a passionate person, so I don't really I can you don't have to say nothing, bitch. But I'm gonna start to realize quickly and fast that.
Are you really a passionate person if you can only do it to one? Like if you can only have passion for one individual? Like if passion spews from a passionate
'Cause I'm a
person, so
passion-
anything you touch would be passionate.
Yeah.
So I mean, like if you had 9 other chicks, it would just be just as passionate because that's just
No.
what you are, right?
No.
Okay.
No. If you have 9 other chicks, you just want to fuck.
So that's
You
like
just
saying.
horny.
Let me just give an example. That's like saying that you a basketball player, right? And your coach got 10 plays, and you can run one play really, really good, and the other 9 plays you just no good on, but you call yourself a good person, like a good player. That's the equivalent of what you're
So
saying
you
right
still
now.
dropping buckets on that goddamn court. I don't see the problem.
No, you like
buckets.
you getting
that one play, but you perfect at that one fucking play, and you can still get 19 points a game. You a cold motherfucker because nobody can touch you.
No, I never said a point amount.
Okay, what are you saying? Okay, go.
He's just
I
saying
said you can
be
only-
good at that one play.
You can't title yourself being good if you can only do one good thing.
The fuck?
I think he said before that he's lazy, so he might be really good at that one play and not care about running the other 9. So it's not that he's not good at those other 9 plays. It's just that he don't want to be good at them.
No, I'm just a passionate.
But see, what I'm saying is like your existence is like what you are.
Right.
You're not a passionate person if that's not your existence.
No, I get what you're saying.
So like if you passionate, everything you touch or everything you go after,
Okay,
you
going
go
to
after.
be done passionately.
When I had
Yeah.
my bucket,
right.
and we crashed my shit 3 times. That shit crushed me.
That nigga said 3 times.
That shit crushed me.
3 times.
Like that shit was mine. Like fuck, I had a bitch, but fuck the bitch. This
You
is
got
my real bitch.
The bucket. Yeah.
I love this motherfucker. This shit
Okay.
right here is here for me.
This shit right here.
It's here for
Right
a nigga.
here.
Okay.
You cool. You don't really give me nothing but a nut. Like I said.
But
this
I think that
shit-
go back to what we talked about off the camera last week. Like you got to start picking better women. Like your criteria for women just be too low.
Nah, they don't be low.
It do.
I date every single type of bitch, so it don't be low.
It don't matter. I'm not you.
Crazy,
Keep on, that's
rock
not a good
star.
quality. That's not a good quality, bro.
nice.
You name it all toxic qualities.
What the fuck is not?
What?
Like, how do you know you walk into a situation with a good girl if you don't even know her yet?
No. I'm saying once you get to know her, you get to know her before you fuck them, right?
Yeah.
So you still be
No,
like,
I'm not because they boring.
Okay.
They boring. Like they already
so,
boring.
but boom, right there, you got to know them then.
I guess so. Yeah,
So if you can
right.
label them boring, then you got to know them already.
Yeah.
So did you think like sticking your dick in them was gonna give this bitch some magic excitement or something?
Nah.
He wanted the passion after that.
You thought you was gonna sprinkle her with some passion, and then after that she was gonna be like, Verge, I'm awakened by you.
You know what it is? I'm just.
Verge, I've been converted by your godliness, and like now I see the way. Like, let me get my passion bars up.
Verse
That
said
sound
I be.
like- that
Verse
sound
said
like
you
what the
said you trying to
answer
fuck him into being interesting.
No, I'm dead ass asking. I'm asking to get insight.
No,
on
what
this.
you ever that last one you just said, everything you just it sound like me. I know it's not gonna be fun. I know what girl I really want. Like I know how she's supposed to be. I just like getting my nut. I told her I like getting my nut, but I like the passionate one at a time, just to see the face on these bitches like this, because they don't believe that I can do it. I know they don't.
They don't believe you can do it?
Nah, they don't.
Why they don't believe you can do it?
Nah, because it's one of them things was like, okay, put it like this.
No, why they don't believe you can do it? Fuck to put it like, just say it flat out, nigga. Like you trying to figure out
They don't believe I can do it because they go off like
because you sure?
that part.
Okay.
That's really just really it. Because I got a good looking face. So it's really not.
It's just because you're short.
Yeah, just because short.
Because it's the
and
height.
don't think I
Because
can
niggas
slang.
like DC and me, these above 6 feet niggas, is giving issues for niggas like you.
I don't think I can slang that fucking cock.
Not slanging
I don't think I can slang that
nigga
motherfucker.
said
So now I gotta
slanging.
fuck this bitch for a while to let this bitch know,
Wow.
like, and I'm not saying every nigga my height can do it. I'm just saying I gotta let this bitch know where I can do it. And when you leave me, you leave this fucking farm of a piece. You know what I'm saying? A masterpiece farm.
I don't know if I'm too much of a dirtbag or if I'm just too old. Like, it's so much ego wrapped up in your fucking. I be fucking for fun. Like, I enjoy the act.
Yeah.
It's so much.
Oh,
There's so many
he fucking
different
for ego. Ego
yeah,
status.
it's so many
Verge fucking bitches, because Verge, like, that Verge could throw these.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Verge's hips swing? With this nigga is on
Yeah,
some.
it's
Bro,
like,
you are
just,
on
yeah,
some
you're-
Kanye West.
It's wild.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah, nah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
like I could prove to her. I be like, I thought we was just me and him. I don't even remotely
I
have
try
that
not
thought
to
though.
be like that, though. I try
be
not
fucking-
to.
Do you
be
not
like
see
that.
my aura?
all
Do
that
you not
shit.
see
My
my
shit,
aura?
my shit definitely gold, bitch. Like, come on, man. I'm walking in the
Yikes.
building with gold aura. Like, come on. This shit crazy.
Okay,
I
shit,
could-
put my
yeah,
dick in
I-
my hand.
Hey,
This shit crazy.
I wouldn't
Hey,
want that much stress for fucking.
when we
that
finish this,
sounds
I'm going home and
terrible.
talk to your mom. I'm going to your house
Yeah?
and talk to your mom after we finish this.
Why?
Because
You need
we
an
can do a talk
intervention.
space
Yeah,
or
you
something.
need an intervention, man.
We gonna have a family talk about your dumb
Sheesh.
ass.
But my ego?
You retarded.
Nah, it's just how I be
That
my
nigga
life.
Verge is
said
out
they
here.
rub my feet and do stuff.
Yeah,
What?
Verge is
Nah,
like,
nah, my mama already
Verge is
know.
out
My
here
mama
ego
already-
fucking
look,
and then
look.
fucking
Verge
bums
is-
and mad that
Verge
they
be
bums when
ego
you pick the
My,
tripping.
bums.
my mama already know I got an ego. Like, she'll tell you right now. Like, I think I ain't gonna
You worried me, man. You
Nah,
worried
I'm
me.
good. I'm good. Just give me some money, like I'm really gonna be fucking good.
What?
Like, give me some fucking money. That's
This
what
is
I need.
Shrooms talking. This ain't you.
It
This
is.
ain't you.
That's true. The shrooms is going.
You are like a way worse version of me. Like I was
Look at that
bad when I was
face.
your age. Like I was getting out of my bad stage when I was your age. I had just had 3. So I was getting out of my stage. I was getting out of my bad stage. But you, sir, you are like, oh, you are what I would have been if just, oh, sir.
Without my ego, what would I be? Like a regular person, a regular normal person.
What are you with?
be free.
I'm an amazing factor. Like that's
so-
what the fuck I am. Like that's what I am. And if you don't got your ego, then you fucking up. You really are.
I won't disagree that you need a certain level of your ego, but I think as you get older, and maybe again, this just may be our perspective, speaking from different perspectives at 30 and at 25. Like no, just hear me out.
Okay.
The level of ego that I need, of course, is not what you need right now. Like at 25 years old, you need a lot more than I need.
But it's not okay. Having an ego is like.
It's your defense mechanism. That's all.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
I know it is. It's like a fucking little glass that you have. That anybody can throw a pebble and break it. It just depends on if they know what the fuck
So
to
is
say.
that really more like ego, or is that like you putting up airs because you got a little?
That's
it sounds a
No,
little
but everybody
insecure.
needs it though, bro. You
Everybody
need it.
needs
No,
it.
no,
need
yeah,
it.
you need you need to believe in yourself, but you can have confidence.
Not that.
Sometimes, yeah, like ego is a bit. I don't
Your
know.
ego allows you to create different. Your ego takes different forms. Like what's y'all remember them old books when we was kids? You might not remember these, but y'all remember like Animalities or whatever that book was, where they could transform from an animal to a person.
Oh yeah.
Literally, a male
Animorphs.
ego is that. Animorphs, there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Literally, the
Wasn't
male
it a
ego
show
is
too?
exactly that. It can shape and it can morph into whatever defense mechanism is needed to match the personality. So that's the problem, is that people think sometimes ego only comes in bravado and it comes in like loud confidence. Sometimes it doesn't come in that. Sometimes it comes in quiet confidence. Sometimes it comes in not giving a fuck. So it comes in different packages.
I think it comes from what's triggering it, like what's triggering the use of your ego.
Yeah,
Is it a need
yeah.
for self-esteem?
No.
Is it an insecurity? Depending on
Pain.
what it is.
It's absolutely it's absolutely a
fucking
defense
pain. It's fucking pain. You make
What's
your ego
pain?
when you got pain.
for you.
For you.
For you.
So what
Everybody's
what
defense
pain-
mechanism is not pain. Like for me, my shit was always I guess insecurity. Like I was never hurt by nothing, but like nobody had ever hurt me because kept enough of a defense mechanism that didn't let people get close enough to the things that I knew. Like I knew I'm the type of person that I don't want to do stuff if I don't know it.
Okay.
And like certain aspects of dating and certain things, I didn't want other people to teach me. Like I wanted to teach myself. So I would literally go scout restaurants before I would go on dates. just because that level of insecurity of letting somebody else teach me something was something that I wasn't comfortable with, just because of how I learned in my house. Like, my mother was so hard with teaching me stuff, like specifically the women in my family were so hard with teaching me certain stuff that learning from a woman was something I never wanted to do in my love life, because I thought it made you lesser because of how the lesson was delivered to me by the people. When the women in my life had to teach me, it seemed like a burden to them. So I never wanted a woman in my relationship to have to teach me nothing. That was my insecurity. So I would literally, if I didn't know enough about something, I would avoid a conversation until I can like research it. The next time I got with her, I'd be like, oh man, you know what's crazy? I seen something about that thing we were talking about the last week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally divert the conversation and go to like I was saying earlier, go to restaurants and scout so I can know the menu before I got there. So I wouldn't have to have her teach me like, oh no, escargot is just snails. You know what I'm saying? Or like the whole menu is in French or whatever it is. I didn't want her to have to tell me where to park. Like, literally, my level of insecurity was that high, and not wanting somebody to teach me, like not wanting a woman that I was just starting to date to teach me something.
Yeah, mine's more like.
So my ego would drive me to go that far.
Mine's just like trauma from like being a young person. Like, really, that's it. Like.
But what trauma from being a young person? Like what?
Like, I'm like, okay. I mean, everybody grew up happy. I grew up happy for the most part. Never had what I wanted. I feel like the struggles of my family hits me different. So I'm not going to really get all the way into it. But, like, that's what makes my ego happen. And then, like, you get to high school, you get a tumor in your face. So, okay, so we're going to remove the 6 teeth out your mouth. I got my baby teeth still coming, like, right there. They remove those. And they go inside and they move the other 3. And then they move the tumor from up wherever the fuck that's at. After that, I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn body else pain. Fuck you. My shit fucked up. My shit been fucked up for a while. And so for my ego want to come and rampage through y'all shit, fuck you. Like, that's how it is. And if a nigga can't take it, nigga go die. That's how I be feeling sometimes. Because I'm like, you niggas is soft. My shit been hard my whole life. So fuck that. I'm taking what I feel like is mine, and if it's mine, I'm taking it. If a nigga got a problem, nigga, you know what it is, nigga. Handle the fuck up. I'm taking the shit. So that's my ego.
What if it's not yours to take?
I'm taking it because I want it now.
What would make you want it now?
Because you fucking want it now. That's you. I want the shit now. I just don't want you to have shit I feel like it's mine. Basically, everything is fucking mine. Everything is mine, and that's what it is.
So because so sounds like because you couldn't have it when you were younger, I want what I can have now.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not even that.
It's causing to become a conqueror.
Well,
conquerors to take things they don't even want, bro. Literally, you don't even want something. You just need to conquer it, and that'll come from the fact that you'll see somebody else enjoying it. That's. I get what he's saying. Like right. I get what he's saying. Like that's a.
But I would try to get to what
that's
what
almost
void
a familiar
is that
trait.
feeling, though.
That's almost like a familiar trait.
It's a lot of stuff that
like
comes into that. It's a lot. It's a
growing
lot.
up without something, like growing up without, like I understand what he's saying because I know his whole life.
Right.
Like, I know his life, so I get when the shit he don't want to say. Like I could fill in the gaps for him.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying. I could fill in the gaps for a lot of.
So that's what I was trying to get to. Like what void is that feeling? I can understand the pain aspect of what he shared thus far, but I would want to know more about it. And I know he's trying not to say it.
Just trying. Young moms and pops just trying.
Okay.
Young moms and pops just trying. Kids just trying.
Right.
Just trying to figure it out.
Okay.
And it's hard.
It is.
No real, like, you know what I'm saying? Just trying.
With the other physical.
No, that stuff too. That like you said, it starts to get compiled because then it's like material stuff might not be there, and then like you know, nigga was young, handsome, had his looks. You know what I'm saying? Long braids, mom kept his hair braided, all that stuff, nice. And then like boom, now you're the one thing that people always could say, no matter how you might have looked in attire, it was like, man, he's still a cute little kid, handsome little boy, man. You know, then boom, you get hit with that,
right?
And then now it's like that compounds,
right?
And once you get from under all that, now everybody got to feel what I felt. Or everybody got to see, like, the result of this is, yeah, I got fat while I starved. Like, you always hear niggas say that. That'd be the worst. Like, you got fat while I starved. Now right. I'm coming for everything. That's just it. That's his perspective.
I got to make you feel what I've been through.
Not even what you ain't, it ain't about making nobody else feel nothing. Like, I got to get everything. He don't care about nobody else. It's about me. You got fat while I starved. I'm here for everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody plate I'm finna eat off of. That's your girl, I got her. That's your sister, I got her. That shit, got her. Like, it's one of them things.
Good.
Whatever, like, I used to always say, for me, I didn't understand. Like, I left a lot of hearts Like, I left a lot of broken hearts in the path of like my manhood.
Right.
Like, a lot of things that led to me becoming the man that I am today. It's a lot of like bad feelings, a lot of broken hearts, a lot of shit for a lot of women. That is, for certain times I have to apologize to people when hey, I'll be at the grocery store. She's hey, real quick, let me talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You sorry? I'm sorry because I wasn't a good person. TJ's been with me. Literally. TJ's been with me. We be in a club and I've seen somebody and I have to grab him. He be like, who the fuck was that? I'm like, it's nothing, but I had to just say sorry because of some shit. Because now as an adult, I understand, like, not that I could have handled that better.
Right.
I could have really, really handled that better. Like, me and TJ had a conversation off air before y'all came in, where it's just like, what I thought was being a good guy sometimes was really being a piece of shit.
Okay.
And what I thought was being a piece of shit, eventually I realized that was being a good guy.
And what was the reason behind that at the time?
You know, when you're young, it's you got to get, just like that, I had to get as much as I could because I grew up a chubby little kid. Okay. Everybody got their different pains. So I grew up a chubby little kid, and I didn't, until I hit puberty or got to a certain age, I didn't become like I was the ugly duckling.
Right.
That eventually like turned into the swan. And for me, you know,
I'm right there with you in that story.
Yeah,
so
I know. I remember we talked about that.
Yeah.
Me and you have had conversations about this.
I see similarities for me. Like you saying, you just take it just to have it. For
But
me,
I didn't have it. I didn't have it in a bad way.
Right.
Like, I'm not to say I didn't have it in a bad way. I was still like, by all means, I'm not gonna sit here and say I wasn't a womanizer. Like, if you want to go based off of my acts, without a doubt, you can't accomplish what I've accomplished, or like not accomplished, but you can't have the dealings that I've had in my life in a short amount of time I've had them, and not consider yourself to have done some fucked up shit or not done shit in a proper way.
Right.
Not even proper, just in a respectable way. By just if somebody looked at it, would you be able to be like, oh yeah, this was? I'm not proud of that.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of shit that now at 30 years old I can look back at and be like, that was shitty. That was really shitty. And for sometimes it's for different reasons. Sometimes it's because all of it comes from what I need, basically.
Right.
It just at that moment I needed this, but it comes
unmet needs.
Yeah, unmet needs, but it was different needs that was unmet at different times. That like I tell my girl now that, and she's somebody I dealt with at a time where I was still running around doing shit, just living, and like now I talk to her about shit, and I'll be like, I tell her like literally 7 to 10 women at a time. Like he's like, yo, I can only deal with one woman at 7 to 10 women. That was. I just had to make enough money and do enough stuff to be able to take 7, however many. I looked at it like, you know how niggas be like the Saudi, how many wives can you have? As many as you could take care of.
Right.
That's how many. That's how I looked
afford.
at it. Like, nigga, as many women as I could afford to date was how many I was dating. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my shit. I had enough mental capacity for all of, however much money I got. My money get low, my bitches get low. Like,
that goes back to like. I know a lot of people like that. We got family members like that, but I've never been like that because my mama. My mama is more like my dad is there, but he's my dad. My dad is like a bear. Like, don't wake this nigga.
Come on,
like really, like he really hit the bear. Like he got so much anger in him that you can't talk to him. He can't teach you how he want to teach you because he's frustrated with his problems in his life from past shit that's. You know,
your pops. He a
cool dude.
No. Let me just. Your pop's a high passion person. He's very passionate, and y'all his children. Y'all the thing he loved the most in the world. We his family. Period. We're the things he loved the most in the world. So he don't want us to ever make his mistakes, and he just conveys that with such a passion that almost seemed like anger. You might be too young to remember, but that's almost like the level of Uncle Popcorn. Uncle Popcorn wanted us to learn his mistakes so bad that he almost seemed like an asshole. Like he'd be like, God damn, this nigga is so hard on like Marcus and fucking Isaac and Antoine and them that you be like, God damn, nigga, you are mean as fuck. But as an adult, like I look back and I be like, a lot of that shit, bro, was shit that niggas needed. Like, was a lot of that shit has kept them niggas alive for what, like, we all got different lessons depending on all of our personality traits growing up in the family. Like, we all got different lessons. And to be honest, bro, that shit has kept all of us alive. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you look at us, ain't nobody, you know, some of us been shot, but then we ain't have to go to none of our, ain't nobody victimized none of us. And everybody done been through all of us done. And so we all got the survival skills that we need. Them shits might not have came nice. Like, for all the shit that you had to go through in your life, nigga, you look at why your pops might have been so hard on you, nigga, you needed some survival skills. Because a lot of shit that you went through could have broke you.
Yeah, facts. Nah, I had friends tell me, like, nigga, if I was you, I ain't gonna lie, I would quit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So, like, when you look at all of us, like, you got to look at, when you look at how D-Lo is, you look at where D-Lo been through and the choices he made, like, that nigga that had the survival skills that he had, he wouldn't have made it. Like, you, when we sit at the house, nigga, you hear them stories, right? You hear the story the nigga tell?
Yeah.
That nigga, they didn't have no, like, nigga, Popcorn was in the Navy, like, he was in the Army. They moved. They bounced around. So everywhere you going somewhere new. You showing up. It's 7 of them, nigga. Him and Fred sharing clothes and doing all that. You think he wasn't going to have some fights and some people wasn't finna pick on him?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That nigga tell you, bro, 15, 16, he was fighting, nigga. You heard them stories, nigga. Every city he went to, nigga, feared. Grown-ass man, bro. So, like, that's, you just got the survival skills that you needed, bro. Like, and unfortunately, that's the shit. That's why when we have our conversations and we talk as family, like, that's why I say certain things that we need to do in our generation to level up. Because when I look at our family just in general, like, every generation has, like, stepped on the next generation's shoulders. And, like, you know, a midget standing on a giant's shoulders can see much further than a giant. You ever heard somebody say that?
Yeah.
That's us. Like, all of us is just, the next generation is just so, for you went through pain, but that's the shit that when I see you with 3 and I see you just take care of him, it's a certain way that we all take care of each other's kids and each other, that we understand each other's stories, but we don't ever want us to go through that again. So that's why when you hear us, even with my mom dying, we was all at the house, you hear us talking about, like, the family trust and shit like that. That's to make sure that if something in the future happened with one of the kids needed surgery, like I talk about, that's that shit. So your pain is not in vain. Your pain shouldn't be expressed through hurting other people, though. It should be expressed and motivate you to make sure that Markel and 3 and Dougie and all the rest of them don't have to go through the shit that you went through. Or if they do have to go through certain circumstances, we can make it easier for them as a group. Like, let that shit motivate you at work. Let that shit motivate you when you building a family and you encountering a woman. Like, you can show her the type of man that you are, but don't let that shit motivate you to break hearts and be a shitty person, bro. That's not how that works. Like, that's the shit that I want you to know, and that's the shit that I want you to understand, is that's not you. That's not who you are. Like, you can feel, like, I hear you all the time be like, you know, you might not have known Uncle Ember like you was supposed to, but, bro, like, that's not what you are as a man. That's not what you come from. And, like, you see me, you see my pop, you see all of us. That's not what we are, no matter what. The one thing can't nobody say about none of us is deadbeat dads. No matter where the kid at, no matter how many they got, niggas is seeing them. It's in some level involved. Like, it's a manhood level, bro. It's a certain thing about being a Gilbert man. Like, you might be a Walton, but, bro, like, understand what you come from and understand what you are. It's not for you to walk around like that. That's not even in you. So, like, I understand that you've carried some pain for a while, but it's time to kind of let that shit go, bro. Like, for real, because that's not even you, and it's tainting you, and it's blocking a lot of blessings that you can be getting and you're supposed to be having. So it's time for real for you to work on that shit. Like, I'm serious about that. And we're going to talk off air after the show and everything. Like, we've gotten real personal during the show, but we're going to talk off air, because if that's something that you really carry with you and that's something that's really fucking you up like that, like, I can't, like, I have too much of a responsibility to you. Like, I love you too much to let you walk around with that, because I understand that can lead to a demise.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up, because the question I've had in my mind is, so your interpretation of his dad is different than his interpretation of his dad because of generational traumas, generational communication issues. How do you, as now somebody that's at the forefront of your family, grab that torch and change the way that your family communicates with each other to where you
but that's the thing. I'm not at the forefront of my family. Like, and it's I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like, and I get what you're saying.
Right.
Because of the hierarchy in my family, I get a voice. Like, my father is the head of my family. Right. Like, I don't think he'll disagree. Like, you can ask him. Like, it's my father. After that, it's my auntie Cookie, and then it's my cousin D-Luck that we talk about. Like that's the hierarchy of the family. But because my father is at the top, I get a voice. Okay. It's just a good thing that my voice is always, like, it's always been educated in knowing, and right. I've never missed on my, like, if I come to the family and be like this, or if I come to my dad and deliver him something to deliver to the family, it's never missed. Right. So I'm just.
You got some weight behind you.
Yeah. Right. That's the only reason. Like, my cousins understand my level of education, and I was the one that, like, my father had a lot of opportunities, and he was the one that kind of spearheaded the family after, like, my grandfather passed, like, financially, and he made a lot of things happen for a lot of us. You go to jail, you know, you have to call Uncle Eric, and he would call a meeting at grandma's house, and then we would figure it out. You needed a Christmas gift, you needed something, you come to Uncle Eric's house and we gonna figure it out. And that's just it's kind of ironic, and it's more so. I guess that's what I try to teach him, is because my father lucked into that by way of like the partnership that he came into with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you might not understand this, and this is why I tell you that it's so careful to pick your partners and pick who you mix with. So the reason why my father was in such a good position for so long is that when he was young, he got a job at Boeing. At the time, it was McDonnell Douglas. You know what Boeing is, right? You make the airplanes and stuff. Mm-hmm. So he had got that job because my grandfather on my mom's side was working there, and my grandmother was working there. They were married and they were working there, and they started these classes where they were going to start taking young people in, doing the training and giving them jobs right after that. Like that on-the-job training shit was just starting back in the this was the 80s, because I wasn't even born yet. So this is probably like 88. And that's how he got in the program. But that came from his father-in-law. That came from treating his woman right, building a strong relationship with her family, and then being like, oh, yeah, he's a good dude. Like, we can provide him this opportunity. Like, that's what I'm trying to get him to understand, is that that's how this works. And it's not about just that. It's about in life. You never, ever, ever know who might be what.
Right.
That's just what I want him to understand. And if you walking through life just making everybody feel your wrath, that's just a terrible thing, bro, because you never know who can be what.
You burning a bridge you don't know you got to walk across later on.
And that be my whole shit, bro. That's my whole shit with telling him, because it's a lot of shit at 30 years old. You'll be surprised how many rooms I've walked into and known people who had power in them rooms. You'll be really surprised, bro. You'll be surprised how many times I've walked in the rooms and seen women that men, just people, women that didn't like me, did like me, men that didn't like me, did like me. And maybe because of how I handled a certain situation that we've had, that shit has enabled me to sometimes even walk out that room. That's like shit like that, bro. That's what I'm saying, is that you can't just walk around with that fucked up energy, bro. You can't walk around just shitting on people like that, because that shit come back to you, my nigga.
I believe it will. It just.
So don't walk around and let that karma build up for you, bro. Karma is inevitable.
I try not to let it get to me. Like I'm a person that my mama always pop in my head. No matter what I go through, my mama comes in my head. So it's like, well, okay, Erica. So usually when I talk to people, and I do have the opportunity to fuck him over, because I feel like I can. It just,
everybody does, though, bro.
Yeah,
everybody. It's always a moment.
Always come in, like, my head is like, Virgil, you know, and I always do the right thing. If I do, I don't try to mislead people. I always try to give people the leeway and, like, give it to them. But it always come back to fuck me. So it kind of be like, well, why?
No, it don't, bro. Like, it don't come back to fuck you. It don't. It's like I always tell you, bro. It's just number one, it ain't came back like. This shit hurts. But in reality, you need to start figuring out for you what exactly is the L. Like, what's a loss for real?
Nothing.
Like, no, that's
like,
not real.
What you mean a loss is like, it's a lesson.
No. Like, but what I'm saying, what is one of those things that you take as a loss that eventually you got to break down and make into a lesson? Like, we all got those things. Sometimes it's love. For some niggas, it's money. When they take financial hits, they be like, I got to figure out how or sometimes when they lose a girl, they got to figure out and break down. Like, what is it for you?
Friendship, betrayal.
Okay. So if that's the case, you need to start evaluating how you moving with your friends. But that doesn't mean.
I told you, I eliminated all the niggas.
But
them niggas
just.
niggas
You see, I'm not asking you for an answer right now.
Okay.
I'm just laying out my thought process of how I approach things. DC is gonna do it, TJ gonna do it, and that's just how you come to. You get some game and you figure out and you pick through it and you figure out what fits you. But what I'm saying is that you just got to change that process. That's kind of like we was talking about last week. Like, it just seems like you need to change your processes.
And kind of going back to our discussion off air last week, I think you also have to identify what do you really need for yourself. In regards to the pain that you feel that motivates you to move a certain way, what do you need to get rid of that pain and overshadow?
How about this? This is what it is. This is the big issue that I think you have to. You have to stop looking at things singularly. There's no one nothing.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
There's multiple truths in every situation. Kind of like
not that. To a degree that, but
you going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's no one nothing. Like, there's no one God. You got God, you got Allah, you got Buddha, you got Yahweh, you got you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the whole shit of the confused Nah. I ain't gonna even let them niggas have that. Nigga, no. Nigga can't be multiple guys, my nigga. No. One. I'm sorry.
Now, hold
I
on.
tried.
No. Listen.
I listen to a nigga.
Listen,
No,
listen
I
to-
will.
You haven't let me finish it.
Listen to what he's
You
saying.
gotta hear me out.
Yes.
That's perspective, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to stop looking at, because everybody's perspective is different. There's no one for nothing. Like, you not gonna be the one nigga for, like, you have this thing where you think it's a top spot that you can go for.
It's
And
not.
no.
Not life.
Everybody got a boss.
Yeah, of course.
But that's life, nigga. No matter what you buy, you gonna owe somebody.
True.
There's no one thing. There's not that you can't, like, this conqueror attitude that you have is no such thing, bro. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. There's no one. That's the conqueror mentality, is that I'm gonna be the one. That's why I tell you, like, that's a God complex. That's
That nigga on point. Nah, you definitely right. As soon as you say that, it pops in my head. I'm like, damn, that's me.
It's no top spot for this shit, bro. You're not gonna ever be the one best nigga that a chick fucked. You're never gonna be the one fastest nigga. You're never gonna be the one richest nigga. You're never gonna be the one handsomest nigga. You're never gonna be the one flyest nigga. You're never gonna be that, ever. Because the shit is all perspective.
That shit was right.
So you might have on a 3-piece suit, and then you might run into one of these bitches that like niggas that dress like Kanye. And she gonna be like, why you ain't got no hoes in your suit? And why I don't look old? You gonna be like, bitch, really? This is fucking Tom Ford, bitch. It's no one, bro. Like, you have to let that go. That's like a slave mentality. That's some shit that come from masters that, like, we gonna pick one of y'all. Only one of y'all can win. That's why you see niggas hate Grammys now. Because Grammys is telling us that it's only one best rapper. It's only one best album. And that's making us a monolith. And that's not how shit works. That's putting all of us in a box. That's what you can't do. You can't make everything singular. That's your problem. That's one thing you gotta shake. If you shake that, you'll start understanding that it's no top spot that you're reaching for. It's no nothing that you're gonna get that's gonna make people remember or take back whatever jokes they said about you when you felt like you didn't look your best or whatever. Like, none of that shit is gonna get none of that back. Like, none of that's coming going. And to be honest with you, people don't even remember that shit, bro.
I know they don't, because they'll look at me like, oh, you look good now. I was like, this
No,
dude,
not even that. Like,
this motherfucker.
and it's not even about you though.
like, these
Bro,
motherfuckers
but
is crazy.
hold on, it's not even about you though. You want me to tell you what it's about?
What?
Them. Like, people don't verge. You fucked over people, and if you ran into them, you be like, I know you. She be like, oh, you don't know me. Oh, you don't know. You be like, no. Because you wasn't out like, I'm finna fuck Jessica over. Like, wait, where's Jessica at? I need to find a Jessica to fuck over. No, you just was living your life and being who you was feeling as a passionate person, and Jessica was the one object of your eye at that second, and then you was over it. That had everything to do with you and nothing to do with Jessica. Bro, 9 times niggas don't even be remembering. Niggas don't even remember the joke they said about you. And if a nigga remember it, that's a sad nigga, bro. That's a sad nigga, because that mean that's one of the highlights of your life. That's why I be like, niggas who be sitting there counting how many bitches they fuck with and talk about how many women they have. Bro, you a sad nigga. You a sad nigga. That mean you ain't accomplished shit else. That sex is the highlight of your life. Like, you a real sad nigga, bro.
And it goes back to the original point of the ego.
Yeah, all that shit be ego.
Everybody's
my nigga.
ego's class. Your ego made you do them a certain way. Their reaction to you not remembering them is their ego.
All that shit, bro, you just gotta check that shit. Just check that shit. For everything you know me to have, my nigga, my whole life, how much you really talk about me, how much you really hear me talk about some shit. Like, how often do you really hear me pop some shit about, like, my whole life in its entirety? It's very rare, my nigga, that I run down and really shit on niggas about just the dopeness of my life.
I like how he did that. I like that. I did like that. I like everything he do. I ain't gonna lie. I look up to this nigga so much. Like, yeah, I like that. But you don't.
Like, TJ, I tell you, nigga, for the last 10 years, I told niggas I work at Subway. It don't mean that, nigga. Don't nobody give a fuck about my life. And the nigga who do give a fuck about it, he clearly going through something to be sitting here watching me so closely. So I don't even want to put it on the internet for that nigga, because I don't. The only attention you gonna get from him is fucked up. Only thing you gonna get from him is envy, bro. It's very rare, niggas. Truly, just keep your shit to yourself, my nigga. Make your moves. Don't carry that hurt with you, bro. Learn what you can learn from it and move forward. What you learned is that people can be fucked up. Don't be one of them fucked up people now.
You right.
Yeah, my nigga, like that shit lame, bro. To be walking around here hurting people and fucking over people and shitting on people, cause what? Some fucking 7th graders thought you was ugly in a time that didn't mean nothing. Like, wasn't nobody, everybody who called you ugly when it was happening wasn't even giving no pussy out yet. So your opinion don't even matter.
It wasn't about the like the looks and nothing like that. It was just more like the factor that, like, damn, life is so unfair, right? That was more for me. It was more like life is unfair. It wasn't like I don't care what they talking about. Fuck y'all.
But it's a reason why you felt life was unfair.
Yeah, because I feel like I got a lot of shit taken away from me. And it's like, god damn.
It wasn't yours, though. If you didn't have it, it wasn't yours.
The lesson is in you not having it.
No, I had it. This shit got taken from me.
Then
like,
it wasn't yours. It wasn't yours to have.
Oh, well, shit.
That's the point. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Fucking
It wasn't yours to
Everybody's been
have.
covering it pretty well, so I've been like, but
That's like
the
when you
point.
steal a pair of shoes and then you lose them. Or you steal something and somebody steal it from you. It wasn't yours to have, nigga.
You can look at it as karma, but it was never yours. It's kind of like what you were trying to get into earlier when you said it's not a loss, which you have to remind yourself of that mindset. The things that you've gone through, the pain that you felt are not losses. That's where your lesson lies. If you focus on the pain, you're missing your lesson, which is what he said earlier. You're focusing on the wrong thing so much to where you're blocking your own blessing.
The obstacle is the way.
Charlemagne the God, black privilege. Fuck your dream when it's not your dream.
Yeah.
Like you wanted to do a lot of shit, but that wasn't your dream. That's what you was told to pursue.
Yeah.
So what you feel like you missed out on
shit.
football? That's because your pops handed that down to you.
Nah, I didn't want that.
Your pops gave you that.
I definitely want that. He can keep that shit. Nah, I didn't want no football.
Yeah, like that shit wasn't yours to have. That was something you was given. It just so happened to be like for me, football was given to me by my pops, and it just so happened to be my own passion as well. So I pursued it. But nigga, that's every hood kid, my nigga. Every hood kid, more times than not, nigga. Only thing they pops have to get everybody from that generation, you either got gangbanging or sports. It's the only thing pops really had to give you. Like that was a part of your manhood package. It was based in that.
Yeah.
And it means a lot to you for that particular time, but you're going to grow out of that.
And that's what I always talk. Like you always hear us talk about expired men. Like when you expired traits. Like when you hold on to certain shit for too long, like it just become expired. You don't become no good because you couldn't pick up you missed so many other lessons that you were supposed to learn along the way because you was holding on to something from 15. So you missed what you were supposed to learn at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Because at 25, you still holding on to some hurt, some pain, some resentment, some bullshit from 15.
That's 10 years worth of mental setback and emotional setback.
Yeah, bro. Name me one thing in life that you could miss 10 years of and then just hop back into and be right back.
Nothing.
All right. That's why it's important that every step, bro, you have to you evaluate it, you take it for what it is, and if you can't get past it on your own, you got to reach out and get some help about it, and it's no weakness in that, my nigga. What's to be weak is to sit back and nigga sit there and be like, bro, where you been for the last 10 years? Niggas who at 25 years old, they still sound like you talking to a 15-year-old. That's lame as fuck, bro. I got homies that's 30, my nigga, that still talk about high school shit. I be like, word, I forgot college shit. It be shit TJ be talking to me about. I be like, I don't even remember that, my nigga.
Well, yeah, because they fucking losers. That's why. And I'm not a fucking loser because I'm a fucking winner. And I would never, ever, ever in my fucking life talk about some old shit that I accomplished. Man, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about shit like that.
If you holding on to
I
hurt
think-
from times
yeah,
like that,
I
then
that's
you
the correlation,
that's a
like,
part of it, bro.
they're
That's a
holding
feeling
on
from
to
it.
their good
They don't
days
see
and
that's
you're
the problem.
holding on to
Niggas
the
only
pain.
associate certain feelings. It's all a feeling. And feelings is what leads you to being in a fucked up place. That's what hurt is. That's what happiness is. If your happiness is coming from you scored 6 touchdowns in high school, you end up being Al Bundy.
Yeah, okay.
These is feelings, bro. And that's the problem. Niggas deny their feelings and want to make their feelings be something other than what they are. And that's the problem why you can't get to the end result. When you masking what something is, then you gonna mask what it could be for you. If you go to the doctor and they tell you got a tumor and you be like, oh no, I'm good. I got a little, they say I got a little something in my stomach. I got something in my stomach. If you look at it as just a little something in your stomach, you're not looking at it as a tumor, which can fucking kill you. If you're looking at a little something in your stomach, then in your head, you convince yourself that it's okay and you can get by it. That's what niggas do with their feelings. It just be a little something in their chest. No, nigga, that's your heart. Them your feelings. Just be a little something in nigga head, just something on nigga mind. I just got something on my chest. I gotta get something on my chest. No, nigga, them your feelings. Whether it's happiness, hurt, sad, all that, nigga, you just got it. Them is feelings, nigga.
And it's okay to express them. Like I applaud.
No,
you
it's
for
okay
at
to
least-
deal with them.
Right, I
Fuck
applaud you at
expressing
least
them.
for saying that that's my pain. Like you know what all your things are rooted in, which is great because a lot of people can't even admit that. So you already one step ahead. Now you just have to make the next
But
transition.
that makes you more accountable in my opinion.
Right.
And I understand what
'Cause
you're
you
saying,
are
but if
aware
you can
of it.
pinpoint where your pain, where your actions come from, then my nigga, you should have been working on it.
And I do work on them. Like it's not like, okay, I'm telling y'all one part, and I'm not telling you the other part. I do
Right.
work on myself. I'm not a person that walks around like, oh, no. I really believe like, okay, it happened to me. I'm getting over it the best I can. It's just when I get to people and they just start talking about they pain and they miserable, it's like, bro, I've been through the worst and I just don't want to hear it.
My shit
I
don't
just
even
wanna-
be that, bro.
I want to be around you and laugh and whatever we fucking do and forget about
You
it.
bask in traits that you don't feel like you bask in traits that you're not proud of. You bask in characteristics of yourself that you're not proud of as a defense mechanism. So if I point out something to you that may seem like a certain type of way, you'll laugh about it and then you'll bask in the fact that you are that. And that's not a way that you should respond to something that you feel like is not a good trait of yours.
I don't know which woman to say. I'm not that. Like, shit, I am that. Like, I can't really not say nothing.
There's
else
no
but
acknowledgement of trying to not be that, though. When I say bask in it, that means you almost take a second and you
I
celebrate
glorify
that it is.
Yeah. Like, I won the goddamn championship ring.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? But like that's one of them things that's like a sign of somebody not really. That's like seeing a homeless person with a funny sign. Oh, you don't really take home being homeless. You ain't that hungry because you still got jokes.
Yeah.
That's the same fucking thing to me. Like you're not really that concerned about getting this done because you can still make jokes about this. Oh, okay. You're not really concerned about getting no money because you can still make little cardboard signs that still got like
So you're saying you said he basks in his negative traits?
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. Like I just kind of was missing some of the words because.
I mean,
No, what I'm saying is like if you sit and get an enjoyment or get an amusement out of things you know, that's like a nigga sitting there and being like, bro, that shit was fucked up what you did to old
is
girl.
that?
Nigga be like, nah, that shit was fucked up. That wasn't fucked up. Nah, man, I just left that bitch in the desert. Y'all tripping. That wasn't fucked up.
Isn't that something
Hey,
like
I
a
ain't
lot
shit,
of people
huh?
do? Like they glorify their bullshit as a way to not.
Yeah, we did it for years. You remember when we used to say like, I ain't shit, I ain't never been shit, I ain't gonna never be
'cause then
shit?
you have
Yeah,
to
we
work-
did that for a
you
long
have
time.
To work on it if you start to recognize it as like not an issue.
And that's my problem. And that's just what I said
So,
right
yeah.
there about him. He understands the things that he does. He understands why he does them. But still, when they're pointed out to him, instead of taking that as a moment of like, yeah, you're right. He'll take it as a moment of like celebration. He does an end zone dance for it.
but I think he does that. Not, just in general, a lot of people can do that to avoid their emotional triggers because
Yeah.
somebody's expressing to him their pain.
But you need
And
that
it
because
triggers
that
him,
weighs
like-
on your conscience, though. That weighs on your good and bad. That weighs on your innate ability to know good from evil. Is when you let things hit your conscience.
Right.
When people put that bubble up and defend their conscience and create these defense mechanisms, and their ego end up being their defense mechanisms, and you end up saying things like, "I deserve a fucking goddess. That's why I do this, bitch. You're not worthy of doing nothing but just taking my nut, bitch." You end up saying things like that as your defense mechanism for not understanding that things that you're doing are truly hitting your conscience. That's why he double back and say shit like, but I do hear my mom in my head and she be like this and she be like that. And I hear Erica and Erica. That's that nigga finally admitting that some of that shit breaks through that bubble and hits his conscience. Trust me, it's happened to me. Trust me, I've left some cribs and been like, that was fucked up. I know I ain't finna talk to her no more. I know I ain't finna.
But it's not your fault though.
It is.
Because you didn't know
It is.
I mean,
That's
shit.
literally the
'Cause
point that
you
he's trying to
knew.
make. It's your
you
fault.
did that. Yeah, you did that, my nigga.
When we
It's
say
your
a few
fault.
episodes ago,
Naturally
you
in your
are the
head,
problem.
though. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's your fault.
No, it don't.
It's
No, it
like-
don't.
it's
No, it
like-
don't. You want me to tell you what happened? You nutted. And that haze was gone. You got whatever you wanted to get. You was selfish and you prioritized yourself over that person. So once you got what you was getting out of that situation, you checked that off the list. So priority number 2 became priority number 1. And priority number 2 was them. And now you start to think about them because you checked yourself off the box.
I'm sorry, you make me sound like a real asshole.
No, I'm not. Self-preservation is law number 1 of man. Just as people, that's law number 1 of mankind. You're going to take care of yourself first. That's an innate ability that all of us have.
Yeah.
But you still have to have some type of empathy and consideration and understanding of what you're doing.
That's the word I
That's
was getting to.
That we create. Historically, the things that we look at that control people are not all terrible because usually that tool is religion. All religions have some aspect of karma in it. Karma was the thing that just was used to be able to control us in a way that was a self-disciplinary way, which was the understanding that you gonna fuck yourself over. That became the easiest way for niggas to police, like get niggas to police themselves. Was that all the bad shit that you get in life is bad shit that you put out? That's the simplest way to control it. That's the simplest way to get niggas to not go, nah, because if somebody do this to me, I'm not going to like it. That's it.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, my nigga. And sometimes you get your karma before you even get your pain. Sometimes you get your karma before you get your pain, because at the end of your pain, like, it's understood that, like, what you gonna be. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
So sometimes you'll get fucked over before you get handsome, because when you get handsome, you want to always have that reminder of like, damn, I remember when I used to be down bad. Sometimes niggas be broke before they get rich, because it's be that reminder of like, what you gonna really be once you get this. Like, that's the true test of a nigga. Like, God make you go through that storm before he give you what you want, because it's like, let me make sure this nigga can handle it. Fuck around, get that shit taken away from you because, all right, fuck around, be 30 and all your teeth fall out again, nigga. You be sitting there like, why the fuck did this happen? That's because all your 20s you was a piece of shit.
Okay. I agree with everything you're saying right now.
Fuck around, be one of them niggas turn 40 years old, all of a sudden your dick don't work no more.
Yikes.
All that dick you claim you was slanging. Well,
all that dick you been claiming you been throwing around, all these bitches you been fucking to death, you gonna be walking around here with a noodle.
Terrible.
That no pill can save. I would say
Understand
stop
bro,
avoiding
like
expressing empathy because it's a trigger for you.
Yeah.
Just allow yourself to express.
Not even empathy, all feelings, bro. Stop cutting off your feelings. Like, there's no winning in not being able to feel shit, bro. That's stupid as fuck. Like, there's no... Stop that shit, bro. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be mad, my nigga. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Get that shit the fuck out, because that shit don't last. Once you get over that should be very small moments in niggas' times. The problem is we don't never know how to deal with it, so we drag it out. That's why you always see people feel like they're going through pain forever. It's because it's very rare that you find motherfuckers that just figure out a healthy outlet, figure out a healthy way to handle it, cope with it, deal with it, manage it, and continue their life. More times than not, niggas want to keep that shit inside, be bundled up. Nah, I ain't the type to talk to people. You know, I'm just nigga, man. You know, I be talking to myself, shit, nigga. You know.
Not even just that. I think for him, it's okay for people to express that to you as well. Like, I think you're mildly okay expressing it, but it's okay for people to express it to you without you having to be like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm trying to be happy.
Well, that you
bringing my mood down.
Because he feels like hardships. He feels like hardships are not supposed to happen to people.
I think part of it is your pain isn't as bad as the pain that I felt, so I don't want to hear about your pain. Yeah, you don't know real pain.
No, yeah. I mean, he expressed that earlier.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's okay to express some empathy. Let people.
Well, first things first, you just got to get to the truth of it. Your pain is not the worst pain.
It's not. It's not. I know that, and the thing is, okay, people tell me about they problem. I'm cool with it. Like the first day, okay, I feel you. I understand. Like I'm first. I know how to do. I really in my heart when I okay. That's when you come back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times with the shit. It's like, bro, like, honestly,
I can kind of understand.
No, I get
get
that.
the fuck over it. Like, now you making me go back to my fucking pain because I gotta dig my shit up. Because it's like, nigga, really? That's why.
No,
in
that one, I think that's where you need to be a real homie and express to him, like, bro, you need some help that I can't provide you.
Yeah, it's like
not you shit on the nigga.
But I want you to think about it like this though. It don't even gotta be your friends. You can get on fucking social media and it's all you fucking see now. It's like,
bro,
and it's like can't escape your own pain.
Bro, it's literally it's literally like 3 little dots at the top right.
Yeah, KJ the only motherfucker I know having fun right here.
But I mean, you control that. Like you don't.
You control what you see, bro.
Yeah,
like you got block buttons, you got shit that literally say see fewer posts like this. You literally got that shit on Instagram. You understand that, right?
And
you got niggas you can literally
and
mute.
I don't really.
And you can control how you perceive what you're seeing.
That's kind of what I would like to get to. Like, it's not. Yeah, like your perception of things. Like, it's not like, even when you said like the idea that somebody comes back and forth to give me the same issue, that would get annoying. But the idea of me avoiding talking about DC's going through something or EJ going through something because I fear it'll bubble up something in me, I would more so be focused on I need to learn how to, I don't know, not like sit with the pain, but like the pain is not like a bad thing. Like they've been saying, like
you have to reframe it.
Yeah, that's something like a learning. Like I always use like the same goofy analogy of working out. Like it is painful while you're going through it, but you know on the back end I'll be better for this. It would be the same thing with going through your pain. And like they said too, your pain is not like, not to minimize it, but it's not the worst pain. You would be having empathy of understanding that like to EJ this shit might be the end of the world. To me, I might be like, you know, whatever. But because I fuck with him, I empathize that my friend is going through it. I know it's some shit I brought to both these niggas. They're like, it ain't that deep. But in my mind at that moment, I was like, this shit is terrible.
And I get that. My whole problem is if you keep bringing it back to me.
So
And
do
it's
you
not like-
goes
do you
back to what
communicate
you
that?
said though. That's empathy right there,
Right.
though, bro.
Well, yeah,
It's
you
the
said
fact that
and
you
now,
set
and
that
now you
standard,
making me
too.
think about my shit. What makes me think like, and I don't want to think like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not like
okay.
I'm
So
trying
here's
to.
two things about that. I understand
I'm
what you're
a
saying.
fucking human. Like, it naturally fucking happens.
No,
It's
and
like,
that's two things that I understand what you're saying. Number one, that means you have unresolved pain, and number two, that means you just need to tell your homie that they need to go see a fucking therapist.
Right.
I have homeboys and I have friends and I have
I would
people
say
in my
this.
life who try to express pain, and I'd be like, bro, I'm not equipped to even help you with this. So you talking to me about this is just gonna burden me more and not give you nothing. Like, it's gonna put a strain on us because I can't help you with this. How you need help with it?
I would
I
say
can't even
this
give you the
too.
answer to it. Like,
Every friendship, relationship, whatever that you go through will like keep bringing your pain to the forefront until you deal with it. That's not like that is
Set proper boundaries in all of your relationships.
That too.
And
Like I said-
communicate them.
like the
triggers
same
can be
thing-
unknown.
Like the same thing I said about them, there is no I bring you the same issue more than 2 or 3 times before the niggas go, okay, like, but we talked about this. So are you doing what we talked about? Otherwise, you just are coming here
Right.
to complain. You're coming here to vent. Now, if you want to, you know, you can have your vent moment, but after you do that, we're going to now set things in motion to fix this problem.
You got
Now, if-
1 week.
Yeah.
okay, I see. I
If
ain't
you
gonna lie.
if you don't set that expectation with your niggas, then like,
Right.
Let's put it
Your
like
homeboy
this.
should know
Y'all-
I'm the 1 week person. You got 1 week and we ain't talking about this no more.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Y'all 30. So y'all already, you know, graduated high school. Everybody around my group is like around, not like kicking with me, just like in general, that's
Your
being
age
young in their
range?
20s, don't know this shit. Y'all are wise. These fuckers are not. And it drives me crazy because I have a fucking brain. It's like, bro, I don't know what you want me to say to you.
But
I feel your pain.
You feel like that.
I
You
it.
feel like that because you in a concentrated environment. So you in a room with 3 niggas that voice a reason for their respective groups.
No.
Listen,
Hear me out,
listen,
nigga.
listen,
Hear me
listen,
out.
All right.
Hear me the fuck out. You are hearing 3 niggas, like a concentrated environment. Like you're hearing a sample size of niggas that have been that voice of reason in their friend groups for a long time. That's what you're not understanding. You look at me and TJ as friends, but you fail to realize in college it was 15 of us, and only 3 of us thought like this.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So you get what I'm
only
saying? That
one.
means at any moment it could be one of us with 5 niggas that was dumbasses. Yeah. And trust me, dumbasses in ways that I can't say on this radio show because it's illegal. That like shit on that level, bro. Like, and you got to be the voice of reason. That's like, hey, you shouldn't do stuff like that.
We are the anomalies.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I
You
hate
get
that
around
shit.
niggas that you feel like have been the voice of reason of niggas, but bro,
But you shouldn't
that's just
hate
the
that
balance
shit.
of every group. That's just the balance of every group.
Like,
and like I
even-
said, you
even
gotta
to-
eventually
what's
go
that
from
shit?
being what you were to being what you are now. You were once the nigga that was the most advanced in your group, and now you the least advanced in the group. That's how shit should
And I
always
like
work.
it. And I like
No,
it.
but to
I like
hang
being
on.
As you
behind
should.
y'all learning.
To turn a negative into a positive, you being Captain Ego should almost revel a little bit in the fact that, okay, I can set this shit, or I could set this shit on. You know what I'm saying?
I
If
mean,
they're
you
coming
think-
to you
you
and
think-
you are wise beyond your years as a 20-something-year-old, then Captain Ego should be like, oh yeah, I can.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
because
you'd
I
be
don't wanna
happy to
keep
bring
going-
back the
I don't
information.
wanna
Like
keep
if you're gonna
going in
have the
fucking
ego, you could
circles.
use it.
What you
positively.
gotta understand over is that everybody. How about this? Everybody has a role in life they gotta play. It's
Yeah,
co-
of
I'm a
course.
firm believer in predetermined destiny. When you were born, God had already decided that this is gonna be your burden in life. This is your mission. It's not Mission Impossible, so it's not like if you so happen to choose this mission. No, nigga, this is your mission. No matter how much you don't like it, these are the people that you are supposed to touch. This is how you're supposed to touch them. This is how you're supposed to encounter them. And until you do this, you will suffer.
It's like
No. It's nothing to say back to that, bro. Like, that's an honest belief of mine. And if you don't believe that shit, look at your shit.
I know.
Look at your shit.
No, I believe you. It's just
So
that
you can laugh about it, you
I'm
can joke
not
about
trying
it.
I'm not even trying to like. I'm laughing because like I agree with you, and it's driving me crazy because it's like everybody out like not y'all because. I guess you're right. It's just a few motherfuckers in the world that just gets it. And when I come meet new people, it's like, No, not again. Not this shit again.
But bro, you don't meet nobody by accident.
I'm traumatized.
But you don't meet nobody by accident. You don't encounter by nobody by accident. You don't end up in no.
Like I understand.
Thank you.
I understand
Thank
what
you.
you're saying.
It's not like I'm not trying to be like this, but it's like, bro, I just met a motherfucker like you, and you here again? God damn.
I told you a long time ago. All right, real quick. I'm a firm believer in this shit. I say this to my lady all the time. It's only 12 people in the world. It's only 12 people in the world. It's 12 eyes, 12 ears, 12 noses, 12 heads, 12 arms, 12 legs, 12 personalities. It's only 12 people in the fucking world. 12.
Oh, nah, don't do that, bro. You make me think like a big ass circle now. Like
12.
That's why you keep on encountering the same motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the same downfalls, a lot of the same traits. They don't know a lot of the same shit. And you want to know why you... That's because that's what's in your environment. If you go to another environment, you'll find another one of the 12 motherfuckers that don't know certain shit. That's just how we talk about niggas that live in certain cities. You be like, these niggas is like this. You go to the IE, they all don't know shit. Like, that's why you talk about that. You want to know why? Because it's just the 12 people. You just keep running into them in different places. You run into somebody, you be like, damn, you remind me of this person. You want to know why? Because only 12 motherfuckers in the world.
I like that too. I like how
It's only like, that's why you only got a divine 9 of fraternities in the black world. Because nigga, it's only 9 months. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's only 12 motherfuckers. You got some parts that intersect and some motherfuckers that cover twice as much ground, but you got 12 motherfuckers, bro. You can break niggas down into 5 groups of niggas. You want to be honest? Like, if you want to talk about, you can break. You want to do it? How much time we got left?
Like 10 minutes.
Summarize it.
You got the athlete. You got the drug dealer. You got the pretty boy. You got the artsy fartsy Renaissance nigga. No, you got the artsy fartsy nigga, then you got the Renaissance nigga.
Okay.
The Renaissance nigga, I consider that to be the nigga that just ends up in all those groups. Like, he's an artsy fartsy nigga. He know about culture. He's a nigga that can fight. He got bitches and he can play sports. Like, you get those niggas every once in a while. But then you get the nigga that's just like, oh no, I'm a movie director from West LA and I wear these little funny beanies that you flip up at the end all the time. Like, you get those niggas, and then you get some niggas that's just like straight gangbangers. And then, but you can still be endeared to those niggas. Like, that's Nip. Nip was just a gang member that we loved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just end up getting, but bro, if you from LA, them the 5 niggas you got, bro. And if you any other category you throw out, I could break it down into why they fall into those categories. Give me one. Throw it out.
I don't want to even think about it, because I don't even want to think about the whole 5 niggas, 12 niggas, all the same niggas. They basically all the same niggas.
Exactly.
And I ain't really trying to meet the same goddamn people again.
No, you have, and that's why I keep telling you, you need to find a criteria that allows you to craft a circle of people that you don't have, that you want to be around. That's the only thing that the fuck I did. Look around. I crafted a circle of niggas that I wanted to be around. They don't have to be exactly like me, but they exude traits that either compliment me or are tolerable by me.
Not only that, you got to figure out which one of them 5 to 12 niggas you are, and why.
All that's a part of the process.
Do you want to
Yeah.
stay as that one person? Do you want to change who you are? Do you want to change your identity? Why am I this way? Why am I that way? So out of them 5 that he named, which one are you? Which one would you say that you
none
are?
of them motherfuckers.
So you don't get no bitches. You don't know no.
I'm just not a person. I'm just none of them, because everybody he named really care about that one category of thing. And I'm just.
No. He said
Oh,
you
he
can give
named
him
that
any
one-
person and he can break down which
Yeah, he
category
named the
they're in.
Renaissance man that was all around. Okay, that sound like me. And that means I feel like I'm meeting the same motherfuckers again no matter what. And I'm just driving me crazy, because it's like.
No, when you consider yourself to be that type of person, what happens is when you meet people that, like, you just have to put yourself around like people that you consider to be diverse and.
Yeah, the only constant is you. Like, if all these people keep coming around me, then it's up to me to go find other people. Like, what he's saying is you go find another group.
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, look, y'all teach me, y'all tell me new things. I love it. I love that. I'm saying everybody I meet outside of y'all are just like.
But where are you going? If you only go back to
It could be
if you go back to
anywhere.
your
It could be
hometown,
anywhere.
that means that's something about you that's attracting those. It's like Cat Williams said, bitches quit talking about ain't shit niggas. It's something about your pussy that keeps attracting ain't shit niggas. If you keep getting bitch ass friends or friends that are irresponsible or disloyal friends, it's something about you that are attracting bitch ass, broke ass, disloyal bitch made ass friends.
It's
Because
your
I'm
fault.
a cool ass nigga.
If that's what it is, then you need to figure it out. You can label it being a cool ass nigga, but guess what? I've been a cool ass nigga a long time. That nigga's not bitch made. That nigga not disloyal. That nigga not a hoe. Like, whatever it is, bro, these niggas is not that. The shit that I hate, the niggas around me are not that. And those that I find out are those, like I talked about a couple of weeks ago on the show.
Cut 'em off.
I cut her, like, nigga, I figure out what to do with them. But if you cutting off your whole fucking crew, You fucked. That means your whole fucking circle is you. That means you the fucked up one. If you can eliminate bad traits, if you find the things that you consider bad traits in your life and you eliminate that from your circle, nigga, you the common. That's like if you got a coach who got a shitty team. You picked a whole bunch of shitty players, nigga.
I didn't fucking pick them.
You did if they in your fucking life.
They fucking came to me. I was fucking
and you could have easily been like, yo, I'm good. You could have easily been like, yo, I'm good.
I do.
Look at it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stop. The same way you told these quarantine motherfuckers to do after they found out somebody was fucked up, right? To leave them. Move out. Stop dealing with them, right?
I fucking do.
So what you complain about? If you do it, then you should be doing it enough time that it's nothing for you to fucking complain about. You shouldn't. The problem is you complaining because you eventually grow an attachment to these motherfuckers before you have to cut it off. That's your fault. Because like you said, you'll find out that a bitch is born and still fuck her. That shit like that right there, that's your trait. That you'll know what the problem is, but again, you'll still go ahead and do it. Whatever the fuck you want to label it. Your dumb ass still put yourself in a situation that you end up not liking where you are in the end.
Yeah, that sound like me.
Okay. And right there, boom, he just did it. He just did it. Remember I told you he'll revel in shit. You'll bask in shit.
No,
that's a bad trait.
I'm like, you said
that's me. Yeah, that's me. Nigga, you looked up like the sun was shining on your face.
Because I'm naturally a laughy, smiley person, so I naturally would just do that.
You realize what he just told you a second ago? He's told you that in like 5 different ways in this entire conversation.
But I knew eventually he was going to do it. So I just have to wait for a moment, and boom, I got it.
I know this nigga know me. I know that.
But the question,
but nigga, do you know you?
The question I brought up. The question I brought up was which one of them 5 that he named are you? And you just, I'm not them, boy. I'm this one. And then that, then we.
Well, first of all, I'm high on shrooms.
Don't blame the shrooms, no.
And second off, I agree with him when I said the Renaissance man. Okay. As soon as he said it, I thought about like the Renaissance. The person
and
all
he's
around.
talking to you about what he mentioned earlier as being accountable. You are now aware, so you are accountable to your surroundings. Just like we can all say that all 3 of us are Renaissance people. We're not in a room full of different people. We're in a room full of other Renaissance people, like-minded individuals. Just like you can feel comfortable with us because you identify with being a Renaissance person. You feel comfortable with us because we are all like-minded individuals. When you leave from here, you are not in the same environment.
No,
it's the problem, though. This is the problem that niggas always fail to realize is that the Renaissance, like when you consider yourself to be that Renaissance type of person, you can pick and choose who you're going to be at what moment.
Right.
You don't always have to hold yourself to the standard of, I have to be the well-balanced person that I always am. It's a moment where you could just really dumb yourself down and be like, I'm going to just be a nigga that's going to, I'm just trying to get some bitches.
But you are still accountable.
That's the problem. Because you want to dumb yourself down and not be accountable for it. You want to leave out the room with me and TJ and DC, or you want to leave from around me and be something different than what you are when you're with me, and that's the problem. You need to always be accountable for what that is.
What? No, Eric. I'm not always me.
Verge.
He didn't say.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
The you are around me when you're accountable, and you're responsible, and you're thoughtful, and you're tactful with what you do and how you move and how you speak. You get to other places, and that is not what you exude. That leads you to fucked up shit. That's just like a nigga who act a certain way around his parents and then get around other motherfuckers and they end up in trouble. Hold yourself to your standard all the time. That's what I talk to you about, standards versus exceptions. It's never an exception. Your standard is your standard. Who you are is who you are. It don't bend because you go over there. That's making an exception. That's what you don't do, and that's when you make that exception is when you get fucked. How much time is left? I'll tell you a story off air.
Like 2 minutes.
You are who you are when nobody's watching.
If you want to see what a motherfucker is, you want to see who a motherfucker is, look at him when ain't nobody watching him.
I really don't want to do that, but I mean, okay.
No, look at a motherfucker when nobody watching him. Just that, you know what that means? That's like when nigga be like, I was in the club and I seen her from across the room and she was just on her phone and she was so like that's just that's who she is. When nobody looking at her, so she ain't need to be loud to try to get some attention. Who she is comfortable just being by herself and chilling. That's you get what I'm saying? That's being who you are when nobody's watching.
Yeah,
that's some different shit. That's what I mean, bro. Be who you are all the fucking time. If you like who you are when you're around me, if you like the life that you live when you're around me, if you like the things that you do, those all the time. Exude those all the time. Hold yourself to that level of accountability all the time. Because if you like what comes from it, then it's a life that's worth living. Like it's an accountability that's worth holding yourself to. We'll talk more off air because I mean it's over.
But
Thank y'all.
The Emancipation of Verge.
Honestly, yeah. Good old Shroomage Verge and
yeah.
here.
I'm about to go get me some of these shrooms, and me and Verge gonna go on a trip
ass.
together. And I'm gonna go home and light a fire and sit by
Conversation's
it and
gonna get real.
stare at it for 9 hours.
Nah, yeah. He was on that ass today.
Every once in a while, he needs these.
He does.
He does.
He needs a kicking ass.
Just a tad.
Because we'll talk about it, man. Hey, yo, Just a Dope Ass Podcast. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just a Dope Ass Pod. Follow us on Snap.
Yeah.
Just one and only EJ, Chad Awesome, Verge Alpha, King Carter, KI11.
All that.
Gang shit.
That's it. Bye, y'all.
Coronavirus. It's getting real.